Hi guys, Frankie PC here, just a quick tutorial. I thought I'd show you an application which has been put onto my desktop. It's called Optimiser Pro. This could quite easily be put onto your own system if you are downloading programs and you haven't unchecked the little box which basically comes up during the process of a download to say that you accept the additional programs to be put onto the system, like Optimiser Pro. This is what basically can happen, and these little programs can run in the background and slow your computer down. Let's just double click on it just to give us an idea of exactly what it is, what it does. So if we open it up, this is it here, utility called PC Utilities Pro, Optimiser Pro. Gives you the option of doing a registry cleanup, optimiser settings, but here obviously the main box is saying start a scan, so let's just do that. Just quickly start a scan with it. These particular programs are quite common now with a lot of the downloads. If you're not careful, you must uncheck that little box, otherwise these sort of programs will be put onto your system. Sometimes you're unaware of them if they don't put an icon on the desktop, and so they can keep flagging this sort of box up in front of you, and it gets annoying. Quite often you can't get rid of it. Fix it now. It's saying I've got 349 items to be cleaned. Well, I know, for example, that's totally incorrect, because I keep my system fairly clean with some decent programs like CC Cleaner, anti-spyware programs, malware bites. I mean, these are great programs, but this is just fake, really. It's trying to lure me into something more. So let's have a look, see what it's trying to do. Well, let's just fix it now. So it's not going to fix it for me, because what it's saying is that I want you to register it first. So let's go and register it, and it wants to register it here. It's taken to this website where I presume it's going to want your name, email, so therefore they've got all of my personal email address there straight away to be able to send me loads of spam, loads of junk, and that's what's going to slow my system down eventually. Even though they're trying to say they're going to clean the system, they're not really going to clean the system at all. What they're going to do is put a load of junk back on it later on by emailing me, and I'll be downloading all sorts of stuff onto the system I can't get rid of. Again, a bit naughty there, saying it's Norton secured, Digi certified. Alright, well, we're not going to register it. Just a quick note down here, look, it's even got the little box ticked with a tick in it, and these are the boxes I've been talking to you about. It says yes, please keep me informed by email. Of course, that's what they want. So they're going to make a little bit of cash out of you there. So let's close this off and close this box off here. Now, this is where the problem comes, because now you try to close this off and get rid of this off your desktop. It's not going to let you get rid of it, because you've got no X to click on there to get rid of this off your box. You can't click on that there. It's not going to let you close this down. So this is where you get stuck, because you now can't get this away from your desktop to do anything else. Right, let me show you how to do this first of all. Let's get this off. Get rid of this off to start. So if you go into your taskbar, right click and go into show desktop, that'll instantly get rid of those boxes, but it's still operating in the background. So although you think you've stopped it, you haven't stopped it. It's still operating in the background. And I'm going to use my favourite process, explorer.exe, run it as administrator. This is a great program from sysikernels. And this shows you all the processes that are running on my computer at the moment. It's showing itself there, look, Process Explorer on the left hand side. It's also showing you my Camtasia Studio that I'm using to record this video for you. And there we are, optimiserpro.exe is running, and there's the private bytes and the working set that it's using at the moment in memory. Using no real CPU usage, it's not really taking much CPU usage up there at all, really. But obviously the more of these you download, the more obviously it is going to start bogging your system down. The path of where it lives is there, so it's in my C directory in the hard drive. It's in Program Files, Optimiser Pro. That's basically where it is. And if you look on the right hand side here, it's not verified by Microsoft. It's got its own verification by PC Utilities Software Limited. So they're verifying it. Not good again, really. It should be Microsoft Windows verified if it's of any quality. 7 of the antivirus engines are flagging this up as well as a possible generic or malicious program. So let's have a look and see what they're saying about it. If you click on that, this is what I love about Process Explorer. It'll take you straight to virustotal.com, and this is what it's basically saying. That's the file name, optimiserpro.exe. 7 out of 6 detection ratio, 56 detection ratio there, and here are the 7 antivirus companies that are saying that it's an unwanted program there. It's a generic. We've got VIPRE is really saying that malicious. Now all of the other companies down here basically are saying that they file not detected, so they're not actually detecting it. In which case, if they can't detect it, they can't actually analyse it. But it's a pity, sure bet, that all of these companies here, if it had been anything particularly malicious, they would have certainly flagged it up. But they're not really saying there's anything too much to worry about if they haven't detected it there. Okay, so let's close that off now. So we know it's not particularly a malicious program, but we still need it off the system. You know, it's on there. It's going to annoy us. It's going to take up memory. It needs to be removed. So what you need to do first of all as well now is just to make sure that this program isn't going to run every time you actually switch your computer on. Now what can happen is these particular programs are quite clever, because they'll actually put themselves into the run section of the registry, which is where, if anything is in the run section, it's flagged up to automatically run when your PC starts. So we need to find out if it is. A nice little utility here to find out if there is anything in that run registry. If you click on your left hand start icon and type in msconfig and click on msconfig and look in your startup tab, top of the corner, and here we've got ticked CC Cleaner, which is my cleaning program I mentioned earlier on, which runs as soon as I start the machine. And there's Optimiser Pro, manufacturer's unknown, doesn't know who the manufacturer is. It's telling you where it's living. That's the command line to actually run the program. But this is the the interesting bit. If you look here, it's in the location of it in the registry. It's in H key current user, software, Microsoft, Windows, current version and run. So it is actually in the run section of the registry. Now that is something we need to be aware of, and we need to remove that, because if we don't uncheck this little box here on the left, we are going to find this program will run again when you actually start your computer off. Even though you probably do a little bit of cleaning of the files out, you could still find it'll run again. So by unchecking this box, click apply and click OK, you get another box come up here which says, do you want to restart or exit without restart? Well, we want to do a bit more cleaning on this, so I don't want to restart right now. We just want to exit out, so we click exit out. But what that has done now, if we were to go into the registry and find that particular location, it won't be in there. It's actually removed it from the registry by doing that, so it cannot now run as we start the program up. It will not run. Right, so let's do a bit more cleaning now. Let's actually stop optimiserpro.exe from running. And the way I always do that, this is a great way to kill a program. If you right click on optimiserpro.exe and suspend it first, so click suspend, it will send the actual this colour here, quite often will go grey. If it has suspended it, or it will just sit there in blue, just to say. But the words suspended are in the CPU column, so it's now not running. It can't actually run via the CPU. So which is great, because what it enables, what can happen if you don't suspend it first, is that a buddy system will come into operation, and it's got buddies that will look out for this particular program. So if you try to kill it from here by right clicking and got kill process without suspending it first, its buddy system will actually will make it relive again. It'll actually restart the program, even though you've killed it. It'll pop back up again. So you need to suspend it first, then you can kill it, and that's obviously, then it'll be gone. So let's do that now. So we've suspended it. Let's kill the process. It says, are you sure you want to kill optimiserpro.exe? Yes, we do. And now it's gone dark grey. It's still suspended, as you can see, but in a minute it'll either go red or it'll just completely disappear off the screen, off the radar, and it'll be gone. Okay, so it's still in the process of killing it. All of the DLLs down here will obviously be killed off, and there we are, it's gone. Okay, so we've now got rid of Optimiser Pro, so it's now completely not running on the system. There's files still on the system that need cleaning now, which we're going to go into, but at the moment it's not running on the system. So we're certainly we're in the right direction. So we can come out of Process Explorer.exe now. I know we just need to do a little bit of cleaning up. Another program I use here is Auto Runs. This is another great program for just checking that nothing can start up on when you fire your system up. This in the run directory. So right click and run as administrator again sysinternals.com, as you can see across the top, makes this particular program. This is excellent. We can list down here all of the programs that are running and where they are in the registry. So any of these programs you can see are actually in the registry. H key local machine there in that particular handler. Lock Hunter is one of the programs I use. And what you need to do is just cast your cursor down here, and we're looking for Optimiser Pro. And I found it down here, and there it is there. Okay, now basically where it is, it's actually not in the run section because we've obviously deleted that, so that's now gone because we've taken it out of MS config. But it's actually in a scheduled section. So if you look at there, look, Optimiser Pro schedule. It's flagged up to do a schedule. Now this needs to be got rid of, because otherwise again you could try and do a regular schedule of the scanning for you if you don't untick this. So again, untick the box. Okay, and then what I tend to do here is to right click and delete. It says, are you sure you want to delete Auto Runs Optimiser Pro schedule? Yes we do. So you click yes. And it says now Auto Start Program Viewer stop working, which it will do, because obviously it doesn't like the schedule being stopped there. But just let that carry on until this stops now. But this is what this is doing. It's stopping the actual auto start from rescheduling. Okay, so click Close Program, and let's close it off altogether. So let's just go back into Auto Runs again, and we can now see if it's actually gone from there. Okay, so it's still in there. It hasn't actually removed it completely. So let's just have another go again. Right click, delete, and tick yes. So the problem's caused to stop working correctly. Okay, let's just click that off again. So it doesn't look as if it actually wants me to actually delete that file. So let's see if we can actually get to the registry and delete it from there. There's a registry we can go to actually delete that. It's not giving a registry. Not giving you the area of the registry where we can actually find it. It's just saying it's in Task Scheduler. It is unticked, so it shouldn't actually schedule if it's unticked now. Let's just have a look a bit further down here, see if there's anywhere else where it's residing. I don't think there is. No. Let's have a look in Explorer here. Yep, it's not in Explorer. It's not in the logon, nor WinSock. Okay. So let's, if you do a F5 at this particular stage, what it'll do, it'll refresh it all completely. Quite often, that can, if you've deleted anything out of here, that can get rid of it if you haven't been successful in deleting it. Okay, alright, this may well go if we actually do a restart of the system. So obviously if we do restart this section will go well. I think there's nothing particularly to worry about now. We've unchecked the box, but it doesn't look as if it's going to let me delete it from here. Okay, so we can, I don't think there's anything to worry about there, so we can close off the auto run section. Let's go into program files. So let's go down here into all programs. Let's see if we can see it in this list here. So again, this is somewhere where you can actually start the program up. It's certainly gone from there. Yep, so it's definitely gone from there. And then let's go into computer. Let's go into the local C drive and go into program files. Let's just have a look in program files. There we are. Okay, and there it is there. So this is where we saw it residing before. So it's still there. So we can get rid of that, can't we? So if we right click and do a delete there and tick yes, that's now going to program files. Another area worth just double checking as well, if we go into the users file and go into your own users section, go into app data. If you've got app data obviously unhidden there, always worth checking your app data section, especially in the roaming where we are in here. This is roaming area, and again you can see Optimiser Pro has been put in the top there, and obviously the date that it's been put in. So we'll right click and we'll delete. Okay, now she's gone from there. Nothing else in here that's really related to that program. Just worth checking local load just in case, and also in the temp folder, Microsoft. Yeah, nothing in there at all. Okay, that's fine. And just check local. Nothing in there at all. Just check the program section. Nothing there. And of course check your temp. Yeah, okay. Anything that's in temp here, we can delete. So just to get rid of all the temp values that have gone into there, put delete there, send it to the recycle bin. If it asks you here to try again or skip, just try again, and if not, click skip. Okay, and then cancel, and then basically we'll. Obviously, I'm not going to delete my camcorder because it's still being used at the moment. But that's deleted all the other temp files out of there. And we can come back out of there now. Okay. And then the final thing is to actually just take the Optimiser Pro icon off the disk. So we right click and we delete. And then don't forget to go to your recycle bin and delete everything that's in the empty recycle bin there. That clears all that out for you. Okay. What I always tend to do now is, obviously if I've cleaned something off like that, it's always best just to run Malwarebytes, just on the off chance that there's anything that might have been left behind, any remnants there. So I've got my Malwarebytes stored in my malware tools section, tool folder. Malwarebytes, where are we? Okay, Malwarebytes, anti-malware. Double click your program, or download it from File Hippo. Is a place where I tend to download a lot of my antivirus files and cleaning tools from. Always do an update. Always best to do an update in Malwarebytes before you start doing any cleaning. Okay, so we're updating now. Do a scan. And just let this do a false layer. This isn't a full scan, this is just basically a quick scan, but it'll just pick up on a small program like this if there is anything particularly malicious at all. Okay, so while that's doing that, I'll just pause the video, and then I'll be back in 1 second. Hi guys, back with it again, Frankie PC here. Yeah, so obviously it's been scanning for about 15 minutes now, and obviously it's basically just picked up the one Trojan, which is a fake Trojan anyway, and which obviously I'll put on the system for, as I said, for future videos. Alright, but apart from that, it hasn't picked up anything malicious. If obviously, I'll close this up. If obviously I I knew this was a malicious file, and Virus Total had flagged that up with a lot more companies bringing that up as a Trojan or a Z-bot, backdoor Trojan, for example. I would have certainly have done a lot more scanning than this, and obviously used many more of my malware tools to just thoroughly just scan the system out. But there's nothing really there. I know it's only a small little program, but it was just worth showing you there just exactly what can happen, and how, you know, if you're not careful. But that can bog down your system and cause your system to crash and get slower. So there you are, guys. Hope that's been helpful for you. Obviously, if you, I'd appreciate your comments, and if you want to rate on my site at any time, please do. I'll be making more of these little videos later on as I get some more samples for you. Thank you then. Thanks, guys. Bye now.